Good morning. Yeah, this is about the Maryland delegation. We talking about Dred Scott 2026. Do blacks have rights which white America respects? I was making a documentary. I'm 20 years a slave to your judicial system behind mass incarceration and your war on drugs. Listen to the story. It ain't just shorty. This is about being black in America 2026. Dr. Ray Wimbush, the Karson Institute. Yeah, we talking about racism and how it works. The haves versus the have-nots. In 2026, I ain't having it no more. I got a meeting with Amprey in March, all right? March Madness. So all this information is in this envelope. I'm looking for exoneration of the Supreme Court 2026. I've been a slave for 20 years. That's my mother and my father. My mother was born in 1929. My father was born in 1926. All right, we talking about 100 years. My father be 100 years this year. Remember that. This is the Karson Institute, and everything I gave her is my intellectual property. 90 days of shorty, 9 weeks with Dr. Karson. All right, 9 weeks with Dr. Karson. That's a certificate of hope. All right, helping oppressed people excel. All right, that's me. And that's me at Starbucks. Starbucks and Shorty for 20 years, from 2006 to now. See that? That's 2006. Get Shorty. That's Mayor Scott. And that's Governor O'Malley and Shorty. Get Shorty. The big picture. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Y'all want to protect Scott Schellenberger? You want to protect Governor O'Malley? Man, the same thing Donald Trump doing to the immigrants, you was doing to black people. That's a certificate of ownership, Shorty's underground rib shack from 1997 to now. I'm a free black man. That's my Freedom Fighter Award from Donnie Moses and Hassan Giordano, 2018. This is 2011 when I put the toilet in front of the Towson Courthouse. This is to prove I was making a movie about your judicial system. That's Governor Westmore. He keep talking about he gonna talk to me, he won't talk to me. I knew Governor Westmore when he was with Robin Hood, Karen York, Job Opportunity Task Force, the criminalization of poverty. Next Fox 45, the first time Trump came to town. Y'all sent the Secret Service after me, the Department of Justice. Yeah, and I'm still standing. I'm standing on justice. Yeah, racism don't work without black cooperation. Ask Keith Daniels. Same thing make you laugh, gonna make you cry. That's Jane Miller. And Jane Miller got my information. Those are green cards. So we're gonna have a postal inspector investigate this. That's President Trump, first time around. And that's Scott Schellenberger in the Department of Justice. And President Trump, President Biden, President Obama. Making a movie about being black in America. You feel me? It's day 47. All right, Thursday. Remember the date. Making a documentary against the law. That's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. That's the First Amendment. Those are mule stickers. That's Dr. K, WEEA Radio. That's the property of the Karson Institute. That's Kaylin Young. That's Kaylin Young. And that's Shorty. Documentaries about our representatives and how they represent us. If you go directly to Delegate Pena, Speaker of the House, she got my paperwork. That's for the Supreme Court. If you go to Kaylin Young, he got my paperwork. Delegate Stephanie Smith, Corey McCray, all right? And you got legal mail that you not responded to. That's Bill Ferguson. Remember the first day of session last year? I got you on video. Clipping your destroyed evidence. Destroyed evidence. Like I say, this is your Watergate. In Chicago, we did Operation Greylord. We're going to do it here in Baltimore. Because if you go directly to Senator Brooks, he got everything. And Mr. Phillips is this black caucus speaker. And Speaker Jones had this before. We're going to talk about Hedelman. We're going to talk about Carson's. And that's my sister, past year. All right? We're going to talk about Dred Scott. Nobody never made a movie about our representatives and how they spend our money and how they represent us. So, Kathy, I'm a black Republican. I joined the Republican Party to make white people deal with racism. You feel me? I'm a black Republican, and y'all took me off the ballot in 2014. We're going to have a federal investigation coming. Yeah, a federal investigation about voter suppression. Ex-felons got a right to vote. President Trump sitting in the seat. He an ex-felon. That's the state of Maryland. Attorney General Anthony Brown. All right. That's the Honorable Kaylin Young. And this is my paperwork for exoneration. Like I said, I own shorties. I own all parts of me. You feel me? Owner. I own me. We're going to play the tapes just like Watergate. That's my Crown Award. All right. And I'm famous for toilets. So I'm selling them. It's called Potty Training Politicians. This is a Maryland toilet. So each one of my representatives is going to get a toilet from the state of Maryland. Y'all made me famous for toilets. It's day 47, Thursday. You have 47 more days. Exoneration of the Supreme Court. Because you can't stop the movie. You can't stop me from playing these tapes. Y'all running for office. It's election year. This is going to be scandalous. A real life house of cards. That's Corrine Davis. She died from cancer February the 2nd, 2011. On February the 7th, 2011, you locked me up and charged me with terrorism for making a movie. Michelle Alexander wrote the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow. Well, I'm making a movie. Yeah, racism don't work without black cooperation. That's a black delegate. I'm a black man. That's a black mayor. And that's our black community. You feel me? Our black community. So Delegate Amprey, everything I got is in that envelope. You're going to be getting it by the next week. We got exoneration hearings or expungement hearings on Tuesday. I'm going to be there Tuesday. I'm going to be speaking up. And I hope you're paying attention. Like I said, a federal investigation is coming because I was kidnapped by the state for making a movie. And Jane Miller's the star of the show. All right? Remember Shorty Pull Your Mask Up? We're going to play that as the start of the movie. When I do this documentary to come out, it's going to be a series. 20 years of Baltimore. Jane Miller, the I-Team, Barry Sims, anybody in Baltimore. Yeah. We're going to do it all on film. We rise higher. That's my nephew, Joe Davis. All right? It's a Davis thing. It's a Davis thing.